The other day, while I was mindlessly scrolling through TikTok, I came across this video. It said, "The cost of procrastination is the life we could have lived." It's no doubt productivity and organization tools are becoming ever more popular in our hustle and work culture. But what are some ways to improve productivity other than the obvious norms? Waking up early, drinking more water, planning out your day. Many of us already know these routines, but it takes more than just knowing in order to find success in them. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys a free tool I've been using for the past few months called Notion. This is completely free, and disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. I do not have any affiliate links for this product. I genuinely enjoy using this product, and it looks like it's actually blowing up on social media right now. So for anyone interested in signing up for this product, I actually recommend you to find some type of affiliate link where you'll get some type of credit when you first try out. Or if you're a college student, you can actually go ahead and punch in an email address associated with a college or university, and right there you'll actually get free access to the personal account. So what I'm going to do in this video is just go over the basics on what Notion is, and then I'm going to take a tour into how I personally use Notion, how I organize my setup, and especially as a content creator and a business owner, I'm going to share with you guys some of the tips and tricks that I've learned in this app that actually help me a lot with my productivity and the way I organize my life. So let's get right into this video. All right, so Notion is just pretty much a productivity app. If you guys have ever used the note section of your phone, if you've used Google Docs, Google Drives, or if you've used apps like Evernote or Trello, Notion is pretty much similar to those apps, but there are other customization features that Notion offers that you just can't achieve with some of these different brands. Now, scrolling down, I think the easiest way to explain what Notion is to just show you guys the homepage and pretty much how they advertise themselves. You can create these templates and you can create these organizational blocks and structures that pretty much just make things a lot easier to use. So scrolling down, you can actually see that you can collaborate with other people. You can have a team wiki. You can create your own projects and tasks. You can organize your roadmap. You can create these to-do lists. You can also create these notes and docs. Now here is my Notion. This is my dashboard right here, and I'm actually just gonna zoom in. And with the way Notion has things set up, the reason why I like it so much is you can customize things and you can add in different images and different ways to organize your content. Now, the dashboard is pretty much my home page. Like an iPhone, you got your home screen. This is where I have my main apps and my main navigation on some of the things I would use, whether it's on the daily aspect or even the monthly aspect as well. To start off, I have 3 different quotes that I look at every single day that just keep me on track with the things I need to do. On top of that, I have some long-term stuff, and I also have a calendar below as well. Now, I have a lot of experience with productivity and organization app throughout the years. Now, there's an argument that nothing beats a good old-fashioned planner, pen and paper. This is the Passion Planner, and I was using this pretty frequently before the start of this pandemic, but I'm starting to realize that there are some benefits in transitioning from a physical notebook over onto the digital space. Now, because Notion allows you to add things in through the computer, you can see things through the phone, you have the same font, you don't really have to worry about trying to read your own handwriting, and things are much more organized. Now, the easiest way to explain Notion and the way my dashboard works is think about it like this. This is a typical planner. This is a typical agenda. And inside of this one notebook, I have different subsections for the months I would use. Now, Notion is kind of like that. It's kind of like just one big notebook, but within that, if you guys look on the side column, I have many different aspects and many different little sub pages is what they would call them, that pretty much allows me to organize this in a better manner. So what I'm going to do to kind of just show you how this all works is I'm going to go through my sub pages on my dashboard. I'm going to show you how this calendar works. I'm going to show you how I plan out my content, my YouTube content dump area, my accountant, my books, how I organize my income reports. I'm also going to show you some social content. And because we are a credit card channel first, we're going to go through some of the ways I organize my credit cards using Notion, how I have my points set up structure. So to start this out, we have the dashboard, and I have the old Avengers icon here. This is one of my favorite scenes from any movie that I've ever seen in my life. This moment actually gave me the chilly chills, and I really like this. So as you guys will know, I actually use a website called Jiffy or Giphy, however you want to say that, and I pretty much just input the keywords to something I'm looking for. So if I'm thinking about The Umbrella Academy, that was a great show, I binge watched like crazy, I will put that in here and I will spell that correctly so I don't look like a fool, and I will find different scenes from The Umbrella Academy. I can throw my homie 5 in one of the covers here. Going back into my dashboard, I'm going to make this fairly quick. We're going to start with the dailies, go into the monthly, go into the long terms, and then we're just going to go through the other sub pages that I have. So once I open up a sub page, I pretty much have the ability to create other pages within there. Now, I'm not going to go into my journal because I got some personal stuff in there, you know, some sad boy hours in there. But so let's go into our to-do tasks right here. If you are a student, this is a good reminder, because of the CARES Act and what we're seeing with this pandemic, you actually have the ability to pay 0% interest rate on some of your student loans. So if you guys are interested in doing this, make sure you pay it off before 2021 starts, because it extends until the end of the year. You save more money by paying off the loans that you took out by not paying additional interest. So these are to-do tasks I'll have. I'm also taking this Harvard education business class. So if you guys want to say you went to Harvard or you took a class at Harvard, honestly, you could say that by taking one of their free online classes. It is a really good class. There's a lot of value in these things, and I find myself learning a lot of things from these Harvard business classes. I took the entrepreneurship. I never finished it, but I took this one in the past. And right now I saw that they're having the exercising leadership foundational principles as well. Really good way, really awesome. I love this stuff. So in this instance, the way it works is I have a class. So say I'm working on my Harvard class. If it's a to-do thing I need to do, I'll put it in here. If I'm doing it, I'll put it in here. If I finish that class, I'll have it as done. If it's really done all the way, I'll put it into no status so I don't have to look at it anymore. As you can see, my to-do task is kind of empty. I don't use this section as much as I should. But if I go back into my dashboard, and you guys see my weekly agenda here, this is where I put most of that in. The way this weekly agenda works is I have my 3 things to do, okay? And if I have more things to do during that day, I will add them for this day. Today, I'm recording right now. I'm editing the video as we speak. I journaled, I emailed back some people. Now, this is my weekly agenda. If I go back, I also have my habit tracker. So right here, I have my habit tracker, and this is obviously going to be empty for the months of January because I did not have Notion for the months of January, but I still just wanted to have all the months in here. As you can see, in the month of September, this is how I've been doing with my habits. Not the best, but still a good way for me to keep accountability in the everyday tasks that I do. In my columns, the way I have this set up is I have wake up at 8 a.m., I have my 7 hours of sleep, I have gym, I have stretch and foam, I have meditation, deep work, walk, journaling, reading a book, praying, screen time, and minutes. So if I can get these things done in a day, I will check off the box and make sure that it is in there. At the end of the day, it's about balance, but I think everything starts with awareness, and awareness comes from doing things like this, being more mindful about those small habits that you're doing. So that was my weekly agenda. That's my habit tracker, my to-do tasks, my journal, and the last thing in my daily column I want to share with you guys is my resonance calendar. Now, the resonance calendar is pretty interesting. I got some of these templates actually from other content creators and other people on Reddit. So if you guys are trying to get more inspiration, take my ideas, because this is all coming from other content creators as well. Thomas Frank, Ali Abdal. I've seen some other smaller channels that also share their Notion that I've gotten a lot of inspiration from, but Reddit was also a big help. Now, resonance calendar, I think it came from Thomas Frank or it came from Ali Abdal, but this is pretty much if I read an article on Notion, if I watch a 10-minute video on YouTube, or if I hear a podcast, or if I listen to just anything that provides value to me, I believe it is so important to take note of what you're listening to, because it is so easy for us to forget a lot of these things. Now, the resonance calendar, the way I have it structured is that I will have the tags, I will have the URL, and then I'll just put in some of the key points that I have gotten from that. Now, if I want to go back and watch the video, I can just click on this little URL link and it'll pretty much just open up the video that I'm watching. Wayne Dyer, unfortunately, I think this guy passed away, but he does share a lot of really good principles that just help in a lot of ways. So these are some of the key points that I took. It's a 3-hour video. I didn't get to finish it, but if you guys are interested in, hearing some real good content, I think this is going to be one of them. As you guys can see, I don't have my tags set up, but inspiration, video, YouTube, these are some of the things I will put in here. And if I want to sort through some of these things later on in the year, I can pretty much find the tags, go to descending, and organize it in that aspect as well. But I'm going to just have these through created. And if I want to create something new, I go in here, and you can pretty much organize this or structure this in whatever way you want. So pretty interesting and pretty amazing in terms of organizing things in a better way. Let's delete this because I'm trying to be organized. So I have my dashboard. If I click this, I'll see the rest of it, but I know it can kind of get overwhelming, so we're just going to stick on the main page and navigate from there. So one thing I have in my personal life that I'm looking to work on is a new vehicle. I have been currently driving a 2019 Toyota Tacoma. The resale value on this is absolutely insane because of the pandemic right now. So originally I bought this at 33, 34, something around there, but now it actually sells for $37,900. I'm looking to get a new vehicle to offset some taxes, and I know it's not the smartest decision out here, but it's one of the ways that I wanted to treat myself if I hit some of the financial goals that I did this year. So I have the Raptor, I have the Ram, I have the Cybertruck. Right now, even though I'm a truck guy, even though the truck has been incredible to me, especially for my lifestyle, I fish a lot, I go to the gym a lot, I like going to the range, and it was just a great daily driver. I might be going into the Audi RS5, a 2019 version. So I'm talking to a dealership about it. Pretty much the way I have it set up is I have the dealership, the point of contact, the price, and I'll have the URL on that vehicle. So this is how I organize aspects in that way. I also have another section which I really like, and this is going to be the book section. So for the main part, what I would do is pretty much just put in the points and the key ideas that I got from that book and insert it into here. Now, although I have my residence calendar, I want to separate things. I want things to be more organized. If I click on books, I want to be able to see the ones that I have in this section as well. So going back into my dashboard, we got my fitness calendar. You guys know I'm all about the game. So what I've been trying to do is just take a better idea on some of the workouts that I've been doing. Every weekend I play rugby with some of the buddies that I have. On top of that, I've been going to the gym about 3 to 5 times a week, and I've been implementing that in my schedule. But most importantly, I've been getting my diet back on track. And as important as being active and getting fit is, diet is so freaking important. So this is my fitness calendar, and that's how I run that. Down below that, I have the restaurants to visit. I got my boy Kirby as a little icon here, and I don't have much because I don't really have any ideas of any restaurants I want to visit anytime soon. But if I do, that's where I'm going to plug it in. So next, what we have in our long-term goals is our yearly goals, and here is how I have structured things. So I pretty much have around 10 different categories. I have my health, my creative, my improvement skills, my money, relationship, cooking, Instagram, meditation, my other brand, and fishing. These are things that I have within my yearly goal. It gives me a good reminder every time I feel like I'm slacking off what I am progressing for. Because if you don't have a goal in mind, it's really hard to stay on task to the day-to-day things that we have. Across this, we have some travel plans. The way I have this set up is if I have an idea, I'm going to put it here if I'm planning or if I'm booking. So because of the pandemic, I don't have many trips lined up, but if I have an idea, I'm going to put it down here. I may have a YouTube bros trip later in the month of October. So in here, I could actually put in a few things like the location. I can embed a Google Maps embed right here, or if I have a particular song that I resonate with a lot, then I could put that in here and share my Spotify. So this gives me another way to organize things. I could plan it out. I could create an agenda. I could add the notes, or I can add a packing list. And the way to navigate this is fairly simple. You pretty much just press this command key right here, this / key, and heading 1, and it's so easy. I enter that, and I would do something like packing list. And if I want bullet points, I go to bullet, and I add, toothbrush, whatever I need. So that's pretty much how I would organize that. Now going back into the dashboard, I have new home planning. I'm moving out of my apartment in April. My lease is up, so I'll be in the area looking to purchase a home soon. So I have that in there. I have relationship stuff in here, a little scene from The Notebook. That movie made me cry. I got my movie lists on some of the movies I want to watch and some of the movies that I have watched since creating this list, some drinks to try, not much on there, and then I got some shopping wish lists. Now, before I end my dashboard viewing, I want to show you guys pretty much how this is all working out. You can customize a lot of things. I can change the font to things, I can change the width, and I could change the font in this way too. Now, with things like a watch, I pretty much have this inline table with the brand, the name and the model, and the status of how I'm feeling about that purchase that I want. So some of them I've contacted, some of them I'm watching, some of them I'm just dreaming about, and some of them I'm not really pressed about either. So this is pretty much how I set things up. I really am not in the mood to buy anything anytime soon, but I have this just to organize. As you guys can see, I'm just not pressed about some of these things, but if I am going to the range consistently, then I would actually add that in there. But here's some kicks, here's some shoes that I want eventually, but just not too pressed about at the moment. So that is my dashboard. I organize my life in this type of structure. I also have my calendar, and as you guys can see, I'm trying to put in a lot more things into this calendar. I typically use my passion planner to organize a lot of this, and I'm trying to just get away from this. This was my passion planner a little while ago. I would block a lot of my time out, but I'm trying to move over into the digital side. So that's my dashboard. Here is the finance aspect of it. I got my investment accounts. I have this separated into different things. For an example, my Roth IRA, the money I have in there, or my crypto portfolio, some of the money I keep in here. But other than that, let's talk about my credit cards. I create another inline table on my Notion for this, and I pretty much have my credit cards, the card issuer, and if I want to organize this in a certain way, I can pretty much move things in different categories to see which one I want to see. So if I'm concerned about annual fees, I'll put that first and know which cards have the highest annual fees. But I did the best of my ability to recall the date of when I applied for the cards. So I'm very aware of things like the 524 rule and applying for more cards. I know I got a lot of credit cards. If you're new to credit cards, watch some of my older videos on why this is the situation. But I also have a graph of some of the points that I have. Now, we've made videos on this as well. I have well over 1 million points combined throughout my accounts, but that is how I pretty much organize it. And no, this isn't my hand up here. This hand is way too pale for this, and I would never have the Capital One card or the Apple card in this setup, for anyone wondering. So ways you can actually customize this, really simple. You pretty much just put a keyword in here and it comes up, credit card, and it should be this one right here. So that's how that works. I want to show you guys now my social content and how I structure my business and my YouTube channel as a content creator. Now, the YouTube content dump page, it's just a very simple way to get an overview of things. If I go into my social content, say I'm making this video right here. So how I use Notion for productivity. Here's what we have. We have this idea. We have the outline. We have some inspiration. I can add in other videos. I can add some thumbnail ideas, but this is the main money. I have another video template within that actually allows me to script out my videos in a better way that just gets me a really effective idea and trying to portray what the main points of the video are. So title, thumbnail, two of the most important things for a YouTube channel, some of the B-roll I need to get. We talk about the story. Who is this about? Who is this video about? Who is this character about? There are some other tips. I think this is from Ali Abdel that he included the 3-act structure, the hero's journey. And when we're making YouTube videos, at the end of the day, it's really about storytelling. It's about effectively communicating a lot of things while retaining the attention of the viewer. So as you guys can see, here's a hook. If I need some guidance, we'll open that up too. This is the one that came with the template. If I have an intro, I'll put that in here. I'll have the call to action like obliterating the like button on this video if you guys have not yet already. Make sure I continue to provide value in this video, which I've been doing by just showcasing and screen recording the material I have within my dashboard that helps other users. And what I've been trying to do more lately is also point people to a custom video or a playlist so people start binge watching the content I have on my channel. So if you watch one, my goal as a content creator is to get you to watch all the rest of my videos and hopefully to convert someone as a fan. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you watch my other videos like my modern apartment tour video or my different streams of income video. Watch those videos and just get to know me as a creator and see if you align or resonate with any of those things, and then connect with me. Hit me up on Instagram, shoot me a follow. So that's pretty much how I have structured my YouTube content. Now, if I'm making a podcast, it's a similar way, and if I want to look down, I can plan out my structure in this way. You don't have to be a YouTuber, you don't have to be a content creator. You could honestly just be a student and still find a lot of value in this. If I go into the free templates in Notion, they even have a little section, let's see, personal, blog post, travel planner. They have their own different templates that you can use. If I want to roadmap things, if I want to design, or if I want to collaborate with other people, they have so many different ways in order for you guys to organize all of this. So here are just some templates you guys can use. Definitely check it out and understand, like, look, they just do a good job in the basics, which I really like. It's customizable, it's clean, it works. So YouTube content up, social content, accounting. I don't have much in here yet, but these are pretty much sub pages that will take me into different aspects. I can go into my income reports for the month. I can do an overview. I can look at my travels and meals, my business expenses, my monthly expenses. So okay, so that was my preview of how I use my Notion. Biggest tips and tricks that you guys can take away from this is, one, involve yourself with the different Notion communities that exist. You can watch other content creators on Notion on YouTube. I would recommend checking out a lot of videos before you get started because the learning curve on this is frankly kind of high. It took me a couple weeks in order to learn how to use this, in order to get the fundamentals down, but it's a very easy app to use. It's just kind of complicated when you're trying to get started out first, but once you understand like what command keys work and how to organize things and sub pages and notes, then it becomes really, really fun. If you're into productivity, if you're into organizing your life and you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to hit that like button down below and let me know down below if you guys have any additional questions, if I missed out on anything, or if you guys have any tips or tricks that you also want to share with the community down below. In other words, thank you all so much for watching. This is definitely a different type of video, and honestly, I've been kind of in a creative funk the last month. I haven't really uploaded. I maybe uploaded 1 or 2 videos, but it really feels like it's been quite a while since I last made a video on this channel. So that was pretty much the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching another one, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.